Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There's a chest here I didn't open because it requires blade skills.
Let's clear this up quick. Opening protocol engaged. Iron heart beats in Poppy's chest.
Jeez, I think you got it! That was a bit intense for just that.
Damn this music! We're having the time of our lives.
Fad Hail. Lady Morag! Is there something you need? Just a little information. If you would. Just a little information, if you would. Have you seen a ship with children on board these parts? No, I don't believe there are any ships of that nature here. Are you quite certain? Did you check the cargo? We conduct thorough checks on all ships that dock here. There should be no mistake. I see. My apologies for wasting your time. What could this mean? Did those cooks feed us false information? No, perhaps we were the ones who leapt to conclusions. There's another port in Moradine, at the old factory where Bana was constructing artificial blades.
Yes, Bana.
A ship would be able to dock there without subjugating itself to any checks. And a facility like that would be a perfect place for hiding the children. That has to be it. We have to save those kids as quickly as possible. Let's check out that facility. Eternal Spirit update. Wait. I'm having stupid brain.
I'm glad to be of service.
Jump. That factory is at the end of these wastes over here. In case anyone needs a reminder, the key to opening this gate can be found in the Path of Forgetfulness.
Now let's see.
Fishy.
Anyways, this place holds the last few monsters that Corvin needs to kill to get his blade chart filled up, but only after I talk to a guy in Hardhead Palace. I have the enemy auto-aggression option turned off, so no one of these guys will bother me. See, I can just walk right up to them. They won't pick a fight.
Wow.
I don't normally like to abuse that, but in addition to enemies that you fight here, there's things that can be gathered for Corvin's next few Affinity chart stuff. And it's like the things I've gathered in Tantal, where it's like, previous instances count towards total.
Right.
Or currently held items count towards total. Either way, I'm preemptively gathering this shit so that it's just done.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Nitro billet, whatever. That's one of the two things. I forget what the other thing is. I think it's like sand salmon or something. Which I got like a ton of sand salmon already from previous gatherings.
Right.
Isn't it great we can get maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field?
Love raspberry. There's another place where you can get the nitro whatever really thing that he needs. Gluttonous sand? Really? Or is it glutinous sand? Whatever.
I could have sworn. Gotta be kind to the environment.
Do-do-do-do-do. Doodly-do-do-do.
Now let's see.
We're having the thrilliest time of our life. Bufo crust tips can be found here. There's armored Brannon.
Brannon?
Brannon. Brannon.
I could have sworn.
Here, fishy, fishy.
Lazy crayfish. That's one cray fish. Prune, why do you even wear a skirt in the first place?
Yeah. It's not doing much.
You might as well just... whatever.
Let's see. In my experience,
Apparently they never set out to make as many female blades as they have. It's just happened. It's the children! So we found them. About time. Come on, let's go and save them. No, wait a moment. Simply defeating these villains would not be difficult, but the children make things more complicated. If we take too long rescuing them, the crooks might use the children as hostages. We can't allow that. You're right, but that doesn't mean we can just stand around here. Agreed, so let's split into two teams. I'll play the decoy and draw off the enemy. While they're distracted, the rest of you can get the children to safety. Are you sure you can handle the decoy mission on your own? Don't worry, I can take care of myself. Haroon, be careful, alright? Of course. I wish the best of luck as well. Party formation has changed. Haroon's out of the party. It's Bridget time.
I could have sworn.
Isn't it
How
great
about
that you
another
get all
round?
the stuff right out of the ground?
Well, how about another round of Mithra?
Yeah.
I thought I unlocked that door, but I was wrong. We're back here again.
And about time too.
You better not be stuffing these children inside robots. This is a factory that produces robots.
So yeah.
In Argentum, there's a shop called 12 Brother Sister Ponds. He has 12 Brother Sister Ponds located all around the world. Find all of them and new items get unlockified in the shop. This is one of those 12 Brother Sister Ponds. Hi there. Hello? It's quite a rare encounter. Timmy me, not meet person who not on our turkin for long time. Friends tell Tamimi about latest politics and trends of fashion and world outside. So the thing is... Wait! Tamimi just remember why Tamimi come here in first place. Tamimi come to Moradin in search of tasty ingredients for juice. But Tamimi lose all money betting on Chovy tubes and oven cavench. Tamimi land in debt bigger than big. Tarkin offered to hire Tamimi, so Tamimi end up living a lazy life here where food and clothes are and bed provided. But that not right at all. Tamimi must grab random ingredient from Oradin and take back to other brother-sister ponds in Argentum. Thank you for talk to Tamimi. Maybe Tamimi's other brother ponds and sister ponds in trouble too. They all searching for ingredients as well. If friends meet sometime, say hello like to Tamimi. Bye-bye, friends. There's another one in Temperantia. I think I met another on my way to the factory the first time I came out this way. Now that I'm rememberizing. All that.
Very well. Shall we dance?
Remember to talk to the Nopon kid after I beat the driver. Remember to talk to the Nopon kid after I beat the driver. Remember to talk to the Nopon kid after I beat the driver. You would have no idea how many times I forget to do that.
No mercy from me.
No effects.
Corvin! Rick! Yes, it won't be that easy.
Percival.
You have my thanks.
Yes,
My dead body.
it
Ready?
Unleash the flames!
A miss. Corvin.
My dead body.
Yes, Sassanach!
Just
Not done yet!
Try some of this!
Rolling smash. Got it well in hand.
My flame is straight true! Sure.
Blade combo, third stage. Astounding.
Astounding view of Pyra's ass!
Yeah.
Why not? Percival.
Here I am.
Finish them! Oh, you can't do that!
A miss.
Not done yet. Break.
Corvin.
Just with flash, guys.
Let us make use of it now.
Hey, Nia. I just found the shiniest trinket. You want to see? Hey, Nia.
Yeah, I'll check it out later. You're such a child sometimes.
If I may.
It's such a child, if I may. Rex.
Me okay? Weird old guy was laughing lots, saying something about dreams soon come true. It was very scary. Thanks, friends, for rescuing. We want to go home and eat lots of Argentum noodle soup. You were saying more eggs.
Rex, like, I don't want to deal with your childish nonsense. I got stuff to do.
If I may.
She's like the babysitter.
Yeah, she is the babysitter.
Hey, I'm not a kid, but you act like one. What's that supposed to mean? She's right, you know, Prince. Bad blade, bad! This door needs to be opened from this side.
I want to blow up this factory.
If you come here later in the story, this factory is infested with level 90-some driver enemies that have nothing to do with this Blade quest. And they're here on top of the drivers that you have to deal with in the Blade quest.
Engaging the enemy. Lady Moore, be careful.
Lucky!
Radiant armor veil. Yes,
It's goddamn driver!
unleash your power. And
Rolling smash.
Not done yet! Yes, Sassanach! Lucky! Deep breath.
you have my
Topple
Let us make use of it now.
mountain
I've
crusher.
waited for this all
Not
day.
done yet! Not done yet!
Oh my gosh.
Why not? Percival.
Not done yet!
This
No
is
effect.
unexpected.
Corvin.
Gird those loins, guys.
The enemy's under the Much appreciated.
Bridget,
Sassanach!
Lady Moore.
Lucky! Burn an
Commanders, ready to unleash the flames.
Lucky!
Sure, Roger.
Not done yet!
Rolling smash.
Fuck into.
Percival.
Here I am! Burn out! Done
Here we go!
We commence.
Chain attack start.
Let's begin.
all energy to the chain attack system.
Understood. Down! Astounding!
Rex, it's all yours.
Don't mind if I do.
Time to show what I can do.
Magnificent!
Get him, Mia. On it. Zuma.
At your service.
Whoop, hang on, I keep pressing that too soon.
Good, Mia. Make sure to keep... Whoa, nice.
An arresting display of strategy.
Well, you got some of your things.
I will prove myself.
Wow, 2 at once. Holy shamoly. Alright, just 6 more chain attacks to go.
Getting there.
Vend. I was so scared. Those people said they were going to use us in experiments. They weren't going to stop until they got it to work. If no one came to help us, we'd all be... Thanks for coming to save us, really.
Those bastards.
We'd all be stuffed inside mascot robots. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Open the door! Let the children go!
Shall we start?
Time to the and now.
Rolling smash. Breaks through. Topple them.
Make haste and retreat.
Through. Rolling smash.
Heat. Hey.
Yeah. Corvin.
It won't be that big.
Perseverance. Now it gets interesting.
Come on, Axeman.
This is unexpected, guys. Ha!
You can do it, Rex!
My dead body. Much appreciated.
Be vigilant.
Stop resisting my brakes.
Go see what fire can do. Alongside my hero.
Thursday. You got me.
You got me.
Oh. Ah, Maka! That's the Orion girl that we were looking for. I thought this place seemed noisy all of a sudden. Are you here to rescue us? Don't worry, I'm alright. I was getting a bit worried with the kids with potential shrinking in number and those without going off somewhere. But I suppose everything will be alright now. Thank you very much.
Saving all the kids.
Going up the stairs. Don't go through that door. It's a trap for me. It's like my version of that one door that you keep gravitating towards in
Yeah.
Dragon's
Dragonstone. It's right there.
But you just turn to the right and it's closer. But it's out of view.
When did it get so late?
Oh, and I've started glowing. I'm a bit self-conscious.
Now let's see. In my experience,
A propeller poppy. Tora have no idea of her poppy upgrade. Master Pawn, this seems silly.
now let's see.
Gotta be kind to the environment.
Fans stink. And remember, I had to move these boxes with super strength.
Oh yeah.
But I had to come up here for a previous quest anyways, so it would have
Very
been
well.
moved.
Shall we?
Bram's driver.
Now. My son.
Gotta save all the kids.
We're on.
Alright, Brams. I'm stokered to fight you.
Now! Poppy Buster!
Small fry!
Corvin!
Sand!
I won't sack.
Really had ya! Aqua wave!
Focus. Mountain.
Thanks for that. Clive,
You can
got
do
it
it,
well in
Rex.
hand. Roger.
Now we'll see what fire can do.
Blade combo, third stage. Soon!
Wow.
Whoa! Oh dear, that was right up there.
Help! Assume your positions. We commence the plan. Leave the vanguard to me. Copy, Buster.
Roger, Wilco.
And he is just like, ow, 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 ow.
It's all yours.
You got it. Hit it, no!
Dark Serpent!
Get him, Nia!
Let us settle this. Elemental burst!
Elemental burst.
Escape! Unleash your power.
You turn!
Overkill start.
Rex, it's all yours.
You got it!
Jeez, they got me up to 300% bonus right then and there.
Ready or go naughty.
Magnificent! Enemy down!
Remind me to hold back next time.
An arresting display of strategy.
No way! We were awesome!
Oh, it's the kid that the parent over at the Argentum Trade Guild that started this whole mess. Wanted. You guys are so cool! Beating up this bad guys like it's nothing. I want to be just like you guys when I grow up. Do you think the artificial blades those guys are talking about are really cool at fighting too? I believe we have rescued all the kidnapped children now. Now let us lend Perun our aid. I've had this driver drop like a rare core crystal on top of these boxes that I couldn't collect. It's like, no, no, give it to me. No, no, why?
Flora heals an aching soul.
Like, no, how dare you betray me? I tend to get lost in this factory, so I had to practice several times to not do that. Click, clicky, clicky. Clickety, click, 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 clack.
What a terrible shame! You went on quite the little rampage, but you can't keep this up while protecting the children now, can you? There's only so much one blade can do, my dear. I can tell by looking at you that you're a pretty remarkable blade, aren't you?
Got great jiggle physics.
How about coming to work for me? If you take part in my great experiment, of course, I'll let the children go.
Don't even start.
Even that accursed Nopon managed to churn out a few artificial blades. So why can't I? I ruminated over that for a long time, but upon seeing you, it hit me like a thunderbolt. Trying to augment children to create blades was quite the wrong way to go about it. But instead, if I were to start with a real blade, the plan is foolproof. I could create the greatest blade all Rest has ever seen. A genius such as myself could never lose out to a no-pawn.
Racist. He likes laughing, doesn't he?
This is heresy. I have no time for the ravings of a madman.
What's that you say? Ha! I wouldn't be so rude if I were you. Acquiescing to my demands is the only way to assure the safety of those brats. Or what? You think you can turn this situation around all on your lonesome? I would suggest you think very carefully before answering, my dear.
Miss! It's all right. I won't allow you to come to harm. There's nothing for it. You'll release all the children, on the condition that I give myself up to you.
But of course! I see you finally come to your senses.
That is quite an attractive proposal.
Do we have a deal?
Take a shot every time he laughs.
But did you really think I would trust a single word you say? There's no way you'd ever let anyone who knew your secret leave this place. After I gave myself up, you would no doubt dispose of the children. Those kids are relying on me to protect them from the likes of you. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
Dear, oh dear, you are a sharp one, aren't you? I'm starting to like you even more. However, all this backtalk simply will not do. If you don't curb that smart-aleck mouth of yours, everyone will suffer for it. After I've exterminated the runts, I'll experiment on you until you're nothing but a withered husk.
I will never allow it. I will resist you with every fiber of my being until these children are safe.
You poor fool! Why do you throw your life away so? Though blades cannot truly die, can they? However, your memories can be erased forever, and is that not death in all but name?
He's got a point.
Even if this body is destroyed, even if I lose every last thing I hold dear, my will and my resolve will endure.
What?
Does that confuse you, heretic? This will of mine is undying. Even if you were to erase every trace of me from existence, you cannot escape justice.
Even the Joker will be like, okay, buddy, that's a bit much.
Stop it! Stop it! You know what? This is too much. A blade like you would be more trouble than it's worth. Kill every last one of them! What?
What?
Haroon, you need help?
Apologies for our lateness.
Not at all. You're just in time. Come, let us deal with these deviants.
And there's deviant art.
There's more of them! Squad, hold your position. Draw the enemy's attention.
Like
Let me do it. I've waited for this all my dead body.
You have my excitement rising.
Why?
It didn't connect.
Why?
Here I am. None to try.
Now is our chance to turn the table. Fighting that way. I'm alright.
Now he gets some sense.
Sasana!
Come on.
Dolphin Sting!
These offspring.
Break down here!
I can't let this go.
What the? How did I die?
What the fuck?
Great now. You're doing me great.
Hit
Hit it now.
Now you'll see what fire can do.
Blade combo. Third stage. Smash.
Oh, they're all clustered together!
Nice!
Why not?
Nia, get up.
Come on.
We Nia you.
Fantastic.
I need a you.
Let's get him top.
You are.
Corvin.
Yes, Sasana.
Come on!
Take that, decisive blow.
Thunder heat.
Take that, much obliged.
We can turn this
No,
into
done
a big
here.
line.
Yes, Sasana.
Ruinous weather.
To my will. Blade combo. Third stage. Awesome.
Draw the enemy's
Good as well.
attention.
Topple.
Excellent work.
Rolling smash.
Radiant!
Yeah, decisive.
Screw edge.
Thanks for that. Strange. Percival.
Here I am.
Javelin
Hook off.
slash.
Break.
Too easy.
Make haste and
Let me
let
do it. For sure.
Javelin slash.
You into the ground. Strange. Why not?
Initiating self-destruct.
Kaboom!
smash.
Come on.
Make haste and
Bridget,
retreat.
arms, Lady Morag.
Gamma
The
ray.
enemy's element is rolling smash.
Here I am. Gamma ray. Break.
Twin Dragon!
Let me do it. Easy.
Let's aim even higher.
Rules here.
Blade combo. Third stage.
Corvin just said, "We make the rules here."
Awesome.
Hand over those children.
Hey, pork a bummer, pork a bummer.
Much stronger.
Curses! Curses! How could a mere blade stand in the way of my plans? I won't let it end here. I'll make you sorely regret the day you made an enemy of me. The port is right through there. He must mean to escape by ship. Well, it's not just... It's... Blah. Well, it isn't just like a... Why can I not English today? Well, isn't that just like a villain? I'm not about to let him get away.
If I may.
You may.
When I was practicing this area, something really humorous happened with Dromark when I was talking to that brother-sister pond guy. I'll put that on screen now.
Collection point.
Sworn, in my experience.
Scent stone.
Now let's see. Gotta be kind to the environment.
Do we have to? Is that a thing? To think that even Lindworm had a hand in this operation. Lindworm? Like the Tasky guy said before? When he was like, "Glory to Lindworm!"
Glory to Lindworm.
And then the other guy was like, he's probably making shit up. Well, does he look like he's making up shit now?
Yeah.
He's trying to get away while this lot are holding us up. They're more skilled than the foes we faced so far. Everyone stay focused. Leave it to me. So the way I normally get through this is I target this big old lindworm cougar.
I can take
Double
care
spinning
of
Just
myself.
make use of it now.
Why not? Got it well in hand. You're done.
I won't stop.
And then once I get a few blade combos in on him,
To my ear. Watch out!
once I get a few blade combos going on this guy, daggone it, Neo, how did you die?
Stop happening. Stop dying.
Where is she?
And the mind will follow.
Uh-huh.
You need an body now, here.
Stop me.
Bridget! To arms, Lady Morag!
We can do it, right?
Well done! My excitement is rising. We're on
Anytime.
Fall into! Draw the enemy's attention.
Double spinning. Radiance.
Command me,
Waiting for this all day.
now!
It's getting tough.
Ready?
It's okay.
Got it. One big one coming
the
up.
third! Roger that, Lady Morag. Blue flame, heed my call. Damn! Won't be that. Let's bring an end to this.
Chain attack start!
Here we go again.
Hard to me. Won't take long now.
Magnificent.
Rex, it's all yours.
You got it. Durandal. The time has come. Thanks for that.
Magnificent.
I got like everyone fully healed.
Zuma!
Let us settle this. Elemental burst.
You shall not escape.
Excellent.
Finish them! Ha! Draw the enemy in. Rex, it's all yours.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm trying to use AoE moves that are going to kill like all over the. Whoops! I accidentally. I didn't mean to use that. That happens sometimes when I have a blade special that requires me to mash the B button. Sometimes I end up mashing more than I intend to.
Yes!
And then I end up accidentally using, and I end up using a blade special that I didn't mean to use in a chain attack.
Cheers for that.
Rolling smash.
It's okay.
Make haste and
We can turn this in our favor.
Now it gets double spinning and
Someone called for Perun?
much obliged.
Just give me the
use aqua wave.
I have my back.
But generally, what I try to do is I try to target that big guy, get a few blade combos on him, then get him with the chain attack and start hitting him with, like, AoE blade specials that will take out a lot of these little foot soldier guys while I'm in the chain attack.
Now.
Let us make use of it now.
Mountain Crusher!
Okay, watch this.
Blazing end.
Healing Halo!
Going for the weakness. It's okay.
Much obliged.
Away.
Bridget.
Arms, Lady Morag! Sure. Finish them! Ready to meet your maker!
Blade combo. Third.
Breakdown!
Let me do it. I've waited for this all day.
Someone called for Perun?
Uppercut! Healing Twin Dragons!
Break 'em.
Christ!
Got it well in hand. I've waited for this all day.
Blazing end.
Bring an end to this!
One more chain attack!
Leave the vanguard to me!
Superb.
Rex, it's all yours.
Corvin, you got it. The time has come.
And so have I!
Yeah.
Get 'em, Nia.
On it!
At your service. Begin. Elemental burst.
You shall not escape! Poppy Buster!
Roger Wilco.
Astounding!
Rex, it's all yours.
You
Time
got
to
it!
show what I can do.
Astounding!
Get him, Nia!
On it. Krista, here I go.
Boing!
Still getting strong.
And all of its drops go into the abyss.
No way! We were awesome!
I'm here.
Corvin!
Twin dragons!
Zuma!
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Now's our chop! Bridget! To arms, Lady Moran! Radiant!
You
Let
can
me
do
do
it,
it.
Rex.
Let us make use of it now.
Poppy Buster!
Rolling smash!
Here
Percival!
I am. Heat ray.
Corvin!
Let me out!
Make haste and retreat.
I'm here.
We can turn this in our favor.
Ah! Now
Come on, Nia. Come on, Nia.
Show!
Just give me the heads.
There we go. Ah, don't knock me into the frickin' air.
Damn it.
Roger! Percival!
I said use
Got it! One big
Make
one
use of my
coming up.
power.
level 4 special.
Element is now
Final
fire.
word.
Feral blade!
Corvin missed break.
Why not?
Lead it
Let
to
me
me.
do it!
I see you.
Let's bring it into this. Leave the vanguard to me. Haroon!
Won't take long now.
Magnificent.
Rex, it's all yours.
You got it! Percival!
How'd you like that? Magnificent.
I shall bring these foes to justice.
On it. Take him out. You won't be getting away.
Elemental burst.
This is not the end.
Magnificent.
Poppy Buster!
Roger Wilco.
Begin, you cur.
Rex, it's all yours.
Don't mind if I do.
Blade vortex.
Whoops, daggone it.
Get him, Nia!
I keep getting impatient with the timing on the thing.
Excellent. Enemy down.
You've come a
Remind me to
long
hold
way,
back
Rex.
next time.
Azurda has raised you well.
I can't believe it! I won't accept it! A genius like me, defeated by these wretches! Poppy had look at kidnapped Little Pond. All seems safe and fine. That's good to hear. The Ardanian army will take care of transporting the children safely back to their families. So that just leaves this man. What we do with him? I guess we can't exactly just abandon him here. Satisfying though it would be to strike him down where he stands, I suppose we should take him to be judged by the proper authorities. Perun has the right idea, I think. It seems best to let the Ardanian army decide his fate. And since I'm part of the Ardanian army, I shall strike him down. Very... Though I feel quite certain he will be sentenced to no less than 50 years of imprisonment. 50?! Morag, thank you for allowing me to handle this whole affair. Please, do not thank me. It is us who should be thanking you. If it were not for you, I fear we would never have been able to secure the children's safety. So thank you, Perun. Your words are all the reward I could ask for. I will follow you with pride for as long as I live, my driver. Eternal Spirit complete!
Woot.
Eternal Spirit.
Right righteousness guides me.
Collect heavy round shields. Where do I get heavy round shields? I'll have to look into that. 8 out of 10 monsters overkillified. Yes!
Nice.
Anyways. Put you there. I guess you can come along.
Slay swords reporting in. I hope you will be the bearer of good news.
Control room key! Ooh!
Give me something interesting next time, please.
Well met.
Yay!
Bird.
You're lucky to have me.
I guess I am.
I'm growing stronger by the day, it seems. I've struck upon a brand.
Alright, Gormott, then. Farming tech.
I'll support you in every way. Watch your mouth.
I need 2 basic bitch animal blades.
Okay, understood.
Understood.
Time to affirm my existence.
Do I not have any bootanists?
No job's too big or too small.
Okay, get out of here! Go!
Go, 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 go!
I'll get those contracts yet. Anyways, skip travel. Hardhad Palace. Whoever runs this palace is a real hardhead.
We're here.
Let us proceed.
8th decade surgeon. Sergeant. Tell us all your problems. We're here to help. Well met, Special Inquisitor and companions. You're familiar with the... How do you pronounce this? Mark? Chansag...
Chansag? Yeah, that'd be my guess too, honestly.
Chansag... With the Chansang Wastes? Naturally. Some aggressive monsters have settled down in recent months. Our men are struggling to keep them in check. Sounds rough. You want us to pay them a visit and sort things out? Well, no. Well, no, that was never our intention. But if you're offering, we won't say no to your support. Right on. Corvin, a word. Sorry, Morag. I know I'm overstepping, but we just can't let this rest, can we? I suppose, and yet... The Waste are an unhospitable place. Only the most seasoned of drivers are fit to set foot there. What's going with your tablet?
Do you want to allow this app to make... no? Still recording.
Okay. You must have hit something with your foot while it was recording.
No, it probably just came up with some Java stuff.
Oh, okay. Very well, we'll be glad to assist you. Really, that's wonderful news. And as a sergeant of the 8th decade, I would enlist your help to dispatch Orgal Gurfax in the Chagas of Waste. Sergeant of the 1st decade here, humbly requesting you subjugate Berserker Mott too, ma'am. Come on, keep 'em coming. Alright then, on behalf of the 7th decade, I would entreat you to defeat Tempest Tetrix. I guess it's a silent P, I don't know.
Whatever.
The Sabarshi Whirlpool are providing a handful as well. The 3rd decade would appreciate if you could control them. Add Grossoa Osper to your list too. The 9th decade orders. What about the 5th decade's gathering mission? Alright, we still haven't got around to that. Think you could pick up some Nitrolite while you're out on your hunt? If you're getting those, might as well assist 2nd decade with the Sand Salmon collection, if it's no trouble. I fear my country lacks a sense of discernment.
Discretion.
Sense of discretion. So the 4th and 6th decades are the only ones capable of doing their jobs, huh? Marvelous. We haven't overburdened you, have we? Not at all. I'll have it done in a flash. Oh, that would be grand! Yeah, you are some exceptional blades, Special Inquisitor. Of course, it's to be expected for someone of your station. Exceptional. Yes, he's exceptional, alright.
An exceptional pain in my ass!
Exceptional pain in my arse.
My arse!
Some of Corvin's Affinity reward conditions have been revealed!
We did okay, didn't we? Great work.
They're back.
Hello again.
Wine and cold is complete. Steam Flake contract, Icicle contract.
Our next fight should bring fun.
Okay.
I feel I can get
I don't care.
From this'll come in handy.
Okay.
You'd hear the flowers speak if you'd only listen.
They say, stop stepping on me!
I'm pretty good at focusing, actually.
That's great to hear. Letheria. Sinking Storehouse. Oh, Snow Baby contract. But let's not do that. Not just yet. Actually, let's start working on some of the Tantalese contracts. I need 2 info collectors.
Okay, understood.
Info collectors.
At your command. At your command.
Alright. I need 1 more info collector.
Reporting.
It'll be child's play.
I'll do it.
Get out of here, you!
Alright. Skip travel time. Time to finish Percival's Blade Quest. And then we'll wrap up this episode and recording.
Okay.
Might split this into 3, maybe.
We'll see.
He said we'll see.
Can't neglect my studies either.
Okay. One of these was Sand Salmon, and then... So these were the collect X amount of those things. Which I already did, and then that was just for talking to the guy. And then these are like kill the level 80 plus monsters over in that one area leading up to the factory.
I see.
And these are all in the lower area of Tantal. I'm very tempted to throw him in a Merc mission just to get some of these. But I can get the lower area of Tantal. The level 80 monsters, though. I'll put him in some more Ordained Merc missions and just say he killed them while he was out on Merc missions. That works, right? Right? Papoonin, tell me, is it true that you're involved with the Bloody Lobsters? That is gross misunderstanding. It actually opposite. Papoonin fearful for her own life. Explain. There is plots in place to get rid of me, to make sure dark secrets of ex-Chairman Banna stay secret. And so, Bloody Lobsters get employed in life of Papoonin now in danger. Right, I gotcha. It's not you that hired them. It's not that you hired them. It's that you're their next target. Right, exactly. Papoonin not sleep a wink from stress. Is it possible that friends wish to find Bloody Lobsters? That's right. In that case, please guard Papoonin. Assassins come to kill Papoonin for sure, then friends can capture them. You volunteer to act as bait. It seems like a good idea, but also kind of dangerous. It'll be fine, so long as I am here.
It's just like the beginning of Star Wars, Episode 2, where they send they send a bounty hunter, who sends a bounty hunter, who sends a droid, who sends a bug.
It'll be fine, so long as I am here! And hopefully, you drivers as well. You know it, Percival. We'll be there with bells on, and we'll keep Papoonin safe as anything. Life of Papoonin already threatened, so act as decoy, not big deal. Awesome! Sounds like a plan. Me think Bloody Lobsters most likely come in the night. Please assemble in front of den of Papoonin on salvage deck at end of night. Excuse Papoonin.
I hope you will be the bearer of good news.
Papoonin get gassy when his life is threatened.
Satisfied. Nicely done, chaps.
Yay, more contracts I got!
We'll just get better.
Aim high! I catch it!
I might not look it, but I'm pretty good in a support role too.
I only let you talk because you're a rare blade. Did I... Okay, yeah, I did the Argentum. So I'll be able to get the rest of the contracts in Argentum, except for you. I gotta find your other brother sister pawns.
Dude!
Decreases enemy detection range by 5%. Nicely done! Get up there!
Learn how to climb stairs, Rex!
Has to be late night. That's the smiley face. Papoonin sure is a sound sleeper. Is this what not sleeping a wink looks like now? Quiet. They're here. Quiet now. They're here. Come to interfere with us again, Mr. Heartless Judge. Where is the man I want? He said to tell you to mind your own business. In that case, I will bring you down and draw him out. Ha! You can damn well try. Yarg! Yig! There was no R in that. Yig!
Yes, Sassanach!
A worthy foe, I hope.
Break 'em!
Twin
Feral
dragons!
Blade!
Ready to
Breakdown!
deploy.
Hit it!
At that level? Probably not.
This quest was available in Chapter 5. I took to Chapter 6 to start it.
A bond complete. It's on you!
Breakdown!
Not done yet! You're late!
Whom should I smite?
Take it!
I
No!
will protect you!
Dark
Yes,
sword.
Sassanach! Not done yet! Handle it!
A worthy foe.
Coming for you!
This is unexpected!
Good try.
Feral Blade!
Bam! Yeah! Dynamic spark sword!
Pyra!
You can do it, Rex!
Topple them!
Gravity!
Everyone's getting
Let's keep this up.
spinning pressure!
Oh, I got another rare core crystal. Hopefully that didn't hit Papunin when you did that.
Yeah.
Nice one, Percival. I can see that you move just like you did back then. I take back what I said. You have not changed in the slightest. It's just like that time. That time you disobeyed me, betrayed your friends, and tried to leave the bloody lobsters.
I don't see what's funny.
You don't? But it's exhilarating! The excitement of it! To think we might kill each other again! It thrills me like nothing else!
I thought I told you. I have no recollection of you at all.
You won't play along, huh? Well, I don't mind. The generous guy that I am, I will bury you with my own hands once more. Just like I did 20 years ago.
Foolish. Under the circumstances, you have no hope of winning.
Huh? Oh, you're relying on friends now. You, Percival? Really?
My friends are my power.
Well, certainly I would have preferred to assassinate you. And with this crowd here, it'd hardly be a proper assassination. Oh, I suppose I could just wipe out the lot of them too, just like you would.
Enough talk.
There! Problem solved!
Watch yourself, Rex!
Get back!
Keep your feet up over there!
A
Alright,
worthy
guys?
foe. Ready to deploy.
Yes, Sassanach!
No quarter.
Bam!
Wicked Eye!
Get out of here!
Eagle!
Thanks for that!
Push down!
Boing.
Here we go! Yes, Sassanach!
Ah, jeez, I've been launched.
Oh gosh.
Like, why am I not doing my oh, I'm spinning in the air. Why am I spinning in the air?
Take this. Dark sword. Where are the Ginyu Force? Oh, they're dead. Where are they dead?
Nice one!
Why not?
Pandoria!
This is unexpected! Breakdown!
Bam!
Break 'em!
Bringer of chaos!
You can do it, Rex!
This is where we prove ourselves! Spinning
Enough! Gotcha!
Keep me safe!
No thanks! Mithra!
Won the moment. You have my thanks.
Double spinning edge!
The enemy's element is now
Well done. Maybe we're not.
I can't spam double spinning edge if I can't hit them.
Breakdown!
Inquisitor.
It's your turn, clean driver.
Surrender now! Don't count on my mercy just because you're human! Don't you dare!
You have my thanks.
Swing!
We'll need to concentrate. Enemy's
Deep
element
breath.
is now
Demon
water.
dimension!
Right there! This really am
Time for lethal Braddy.
Lethal Bradley. Ha! He's not even close to being as lethal as the Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist.
Get back!
In I go!
My dead breakdown! I feel a singular aura. Someone called for Peru.
Now that Bradley was lethal. My gosh.
It's on you!
I hope to meet your expectations. Yeah, breakdown!
Ha!
Fell
Brawl!
blade.
What now? Swing!
I'm alright. I'll be just fine.
We'll risk it out.
Didn't connect?
Thanks.
No effect?
Zikinator's time to shine!
We'll need to concentrate. Deep breath.
Demon dimension!
Right there! We do it together. We're up, Gramps.
Dark Serpent!
It's up to you, Morak.
As planned.
Route all energy to chain attack system.
Understood.
A worthy foe, I hope!
Zeke, aim true.
Magnificent! Enemy down! Ultra Ultimate Chain Attack!
An arresting display of...
Why the hell won't you end this?
I am not a killer. Not even when it comes to worthless scum like you.
Not a killer? Stop fooling yourself, boyo. Even if you don't kill me now, you can bet your ass someone will. Like that woman. Everyone dies sooner or later. Percival, your skills, they are made for ending people's lives. It's like you don't get it. It doesn't matter how many times you're reborn. A killer is what you are. Need proof? That burning desire you feel to kill me now is proof enough. What's wrong? Do it. You hate me, don't you? You won't let scum like me live, will you? You can stop holding back and kill me already, Percival. Do it and reclaim your past glory.
I will not. Dying here would be too easy an end for one such as you. No, you will live so that you can spend the rest of your life atoning for your sins.
That? Isn't that a fate crueler than death? Percival, you really are the heartless judge.
I like how Heartless Judge matched up with the as he fell. Well done, friends. Thank you for saving Papunin. Is this enough compensation, Papunin, for the whole Turkin incident? Papunin will think about it. Papunin in your debt and will certainly repay one day. We only did what's right. No reward is necessary. Hey, Percival! Wait, man! It like Percival not even listen when we talk about importance of teamwork. Tora and friends follow Percival, but Poonin keep up good work. Bye-bye, then. That was a job and a half, wasn't it? But we avenged Eleonora. I bet she's happy about that. It matters not. So long as there are those in need of judgment, I will continue to mat it out with this sword. That is all. What the hell was that?
I don't know! I was hoping you could tell me.
Oh! Oh, that was you!
Watch yourself, Rick.
What are you doing here? What just happened?
It was a level 4 enemy that just popped up right next to me, and I was like,
Does that
die?
normally happen?
No. Not normally, no. I don't think.
What is happening with this game? We hear a weird noise like what the fuck? Can't you? Well, I can't forget about you.
Increase battle experience by 10%.
Cool.
I don't think you actually have deeds. I think you just sell that and only that.
I mean, it doesn't look like they have much of a stand. What is the D2 exactly?
I don't know.
The spot on the ground?
Anyways. Off screen, I will do more of these Merc missions. In fact,
I withdraw
Let's go
reluctantly.
then.
I withdraw reluctantly. Let's go then.
I'll apply myself fully. I hope you'll pray for my safe return.
Yeah. Nope. Not gonna listen to what you say, girl. Nope. Because you're still talking. Why are you still talking? You're still talking.
Henceforth, you shall be anointed the royalties.
I have a fishtail coming out my ass.
The nobility ought to have no fewer than 5 feasts a day.
Have fun, chaps.
But what about 6 feast? God bless you, Pippin.
Alright, that's it for this episode. I got 2 Blade quests done.
Sure took a while to get those 2 Blade quests done.
I still have this Blade quest, and this Blade quest, and this... Well, this Blade quest, I mean. This Blade quest is part of this... This normal quest is part of this Blade quest.
Yeah.
Also, if I didn't get this Uncover the Truth when trying to get Perun's quest, then I would have... If I hadn't taken this, and I tried to examine the board for Perun's quest, I would have gotten this quest anyways, even though I can't complete it until Chapter 8!
I will say, I wish more games included pictures with their quest lists.
Oh, I can, view...
Oh, you can do it in list mode, too. Cool! That's the best of both worlds. Okay.
Alright. Toodles and noodles. Toodles and Argentum noodles.
Bye-bye.